Hi, how are you? All is good? Great. All right. Let's move on a very important lesson, probably the most important of the course or the one where we begin to explain the methodology to build a strategy to be implemented because as we have seen in the modern SEO, everything starts from a strategy. A strategy identifies us not only the content that we have to produce but also with what systems we have to publish. Or if we want to see it on the contrary, depending on the CMS that we always know, up to what numerical limits that we can push ourselves. In this lesson, you will understand how to use your skill is your ability to reason will make the difference. Because for all the rest, writing and publishing, you will have the tools that can help you in ways and times, putting you in a position to produce an even complex SEO project in a very short time. Let's start from a very important slogan, which is the fundamental of modern SEO. And one of the first lessons that is given to young university analysts is that short is brand, long is market. What does this mean? Because you are in the process of creating, this is the first question you need to ask when you are about to implement a strategy. What is your goal aside from the goal of the client for which you are creating a SEO campaign? Do you want to get traffic or get conversion and then do the business with the site? If you ask this question, you will find in the vast majority of cases that the goal is the marketing side. We can also explain with this old graphic, and we have deliberately taken something to show you that these arguments have a very deep basis and are very well known. Basically, this graph explains to us that the more specific the keyword is, and therefore long, the higher the probability of conversion we will have. Today, with a smartphone voice search that has surpassed from laptop, people are seeking, looking for the same object in a different infinite ways. Let's take a trivial example. We have a store that sells sports shoes in New York and also has an e-commerce. We take only one brand among the many we have to sell, Nike. Going to hypothesize that the main keyword that we need is this Nike shoes. Surely, if we can get us on a front page with a type keyword shop online Nike shoes best price, it will be very useful, and it is not excluded that there are customers who are looking for a similar concept but written in a different way. Special discount Nike shoes best price. This is also a very good keyword, yet I could say that it is the same with special discount, Nike shoes, New York today. It is also a very useful keyword and I can go on for a long time, continuing to change the head attributes rather than the tail of my main keyword. There are so many combinations. We just need to understand that they are and how to mathematically calculate them. In this example, we have seen how the same base Nike shoes, we can have more combination of keywords by only changing the attributes. This is the true ability of a SEO analyst, and it is a skill linked to your thinking genius for which you are taught a method that is very important to know how to apply well because the success of a site in a modern organic positioning depends exclusively on this. So let's concentrate on the moment and we assume to break our key into three blocks of two words exactly as you see now, and we can assume to identify these blocks as A, B, and C. If you look and learn and manage these three blocks, well, you have total control of your strategies and you will operate semantically perfect project. You can train your mind even on a simple notepad. And now I'll give you an example starting right from the keys we saw before. Let's assume you have to compile a strategy of up to 500 keywords for the WordPress. Mentally, we will have to fill out the three blocks A, B, and C in an orderly way with a maximum of two words per field. In the case of the furnace, we can say that these five pairs or couple of words are ideal and best describes the five product categories that offers: aquariums, lamps, chandeliers, mirrors, vases. We have created five keywords in pair. However, we can also hypothesize that these same five product categories are also correct to describe them not only on Venetian but also for Murano. Murano is the island of Venice, known in the world for glassmaking, and then we can write like this way. As you can see, in a very orderly way and using only the ability to reason, I have created 10 excellent keywords in pair. Now, let's go to find the same valid attributes to proceed with the compilation of the additional two fields. We could say that these five attributes, handmade, handicraft, original, unique, and vintage, to describe a production, therefore associated with a production action, are an excellent strategy for describing an original handmade Venetian production in the island of Murano. And always think the same way as before. We can say that these five attributes could very well also be associated with the term creation, and so doing so, always reason in a very methodological and mathematical way. So I created what? 10 pairs of excellent attributes in my second field, which is B. Now, I have to face the last field, which is C. I have to have the ability to divide the attributes of the field. For example, in this case, I said, in the field A, place the objects. In the field B, I put the attributes referring to the originality of the product. And the field C, I focus on the attributes referred to price and offer. And so I did go on to think about the five more attributes related to my offers, identifying them as the best. So using the word best, associated with five different causal that in the case I chose offers, prices, producers, artists, collections. At this moment, I stop. I do not do 10 like the other two fields. Why? Because if I go to multiply the values, I have in the field A 10 for the values. I have in the field B 10, and then multiply them by the values I have in the field C, which is 5. Summing up at 500 keywords, because 10 by 10 by 5 is equal to 500. Multiply them all. Here is my 500 keyword strategy ready to be processed for my WordPress, and all this may seem a bit special. It is a working methodology from which everything is born, and if we want it, it is also the meaning of the seminar we are conducting. Visibility is a huge asset that must be the prerogative of all, thanks to the work methods and the tools that can help us to win those who are able to make the most of their talent as we have done now. And fortunately, there is no software in the world capable of working like the human mind. That's all for today. Thank you so much. Bye.